All right. Okay, I am clearing out my life and dwindling even further. And this time I'm doing a huge, like, I don't know what we're calling it, Melissa's Goodwill, right? Like, I'm not getting rid of, I'm lovingly dispersing my curated collection of amazing things that I have left, you know. Anyway, the point is that I'm going through bins and deciding what I'm really gonna keep versus what I'm gonna just let go of and say goodbye to. So as I'm going through the bins this morning, I find this. I'm a certified life coach, y'all. Boop, boop. That's me, Melissa Leffingwell. Coach certification, September class of 2020. Brooke Castillo, founder, the Life Coach School. I am a professional certified life coach. Okay, so here's the fun story about this. I also kept all of my manuals. I actually have a picture, I think, of myself when I first decided to do it, September of 2020, when I was up in Winter Park with the kids at the end of COVID. I was like, fuck it, let's go up there for a few months and just, homeschool up there. Great decision. Anyway, I was like, I'm gonna be a life coach. And so I signed up and paid $18,000 to get this. Yeah, I did. Did do that. Anyway, so stop over drinking. Let's talk about this. There's a lot of different things in here that I learned. A lot of things. How to coach yourself. That was chapter number 1, and I was like, coach myself? What? Little did I know that would be the most important, probably, chapter. I mean, I'm going to go back and read this. I just found this morning, and I'm doing this right now because the story that I'm going to get to is it's really important. So I'm going to get to it quickly. But I just want you to know that there's like all these, amazing things that I learned. Holding the space, story versus fact. That's big. That's really big. Thoughts, they are the cause. The power of questions. Coaching tips. I have lots of asterisks on that particular tab because I got caught up there. That's where I got stuck. I was like, oh God, this is very cookie cutter. I am asking these questions out of order. I'm doing it wrong. I can't do it right. I can't do it in the flow that she's doing it, and I can't do it in the flow that they're doing it. I'm gonna fail at this. And I had that little voice going on in my head almost the whole time during coaching, thinking in the back of my head, I'm never gonna do it like these people want me to do it, and I'm wasting my fucking time and my money. But I sat through the coaching and I took advantage of all of the coaching, the live stuff, like sitting eyeball to eyeball with people. I got free coaching for the duration of this certification, so that was really good. I have journals filled with the coaching style that I learned here. So I mean, it's great. But what happens is this is the good part. Part of the reason I signed up for it was they're like, we'll help you build a business. We're not going to just teach you and certify you as a coach, but we'll help you. We'll give you platforms and connections and network, and you can build your own business through us. And it was like newsletters and logos and websites and podcasts, and I was like, and funny enough, I've come full circle, but I did it all my way. I did not do one. I have no idea. Like, the whole time, this has been eating at me like a Jaws shark constantly. Like, oh my God, I spent all this money. I'm not even using this certification, but I know how to coach. I know, but I don't even like the word coach. I don't like the word life coach. I mean, I am the coach. I'm the cheerleader. I'm out on the field playing. I'm a player. So I don't know. Anyway, I've gone round and round about like, what's my title? What do I call myself? When people say, what do you do? I'm like, I'm a life coach. Yeah, like the gazillion other life coaches on this planet. So how do I talk about what I have to offer? And putting a price tag on myself has been excruciating. Because really I just want to help people and just do this and talk and then somehow magically have money just fall into my bank account so that I can just do this all the time. Anyway, we'll figure that out. We'll worry about later. Anyway, to the story, 5 minutes and 30 seconds later, the chapter that we get to here is you have to see this. Stop over drinking. Stop it. Stop over drinking. There's a whole chapter dedicated to stop over drinking. I think one of them before that is stop overeating, stop buffering, and stop over drinking. I skipped this section. I kind of skipped the stop overeating one too. I did. Because I was like, I'm not coaching people on stopping overeating, and I'm certainly not coaching people on stopping over drinking. And so I'm not even going to waste my time with those. I'm going to meander through the rest of the book or go back and these are not going to be my niche. You know, they're like, you gotta pick a niche. You gotta pick a niche. And I was like, those are for sure not going to be my niche. Because I'm not stopping over drinking. I don't over drink. I drink just the right amount. And but something deep inside, something deep inside was nagging at me the whole time. Like, yeah, you don't want to look at that because you know that like part of you desperately does not want to be drinking at all, let alone over drinking. And then again, who's the judge, right? What's over drinking? Is it 1 glass of wine per day? 1 glass of wine per week? An entire Sunday fun day of rosés all days, coupled with bunko night and, you know, ladies scootering through the neighborhood. I mean, what's too much? What is over drinking? So, but I did learn a lot. I learned a lot from this. I learned a lot. I was a star student. Like, I mean, every single one of my note pages is taken up. I mean, I haven't looked at these in a while, but like, pages are dog-eared. I was writing in this manual, you all. I was like doing things. I paid attention. I've always been a student. But when it came to the stop over drinking part, I was like, whatever. I got that. So anyway, yeah, as I'm dismantling my life, you know, I have a curated selection of amazing things that I've brought with me on my journey couture up until this point. And now I'm like, okay, it's time to not only just like let them go. I'm like, why just donate and or let people foster? I'm ready to part with these things. And I lovingly curated this collection. And so I'm going to sell it. And I'm going to have fun doing that. You know, the most excruciating part of this, again, is to put a price tag on these things, because to me, they're priceless. They've brought me so much joy, and I could just give them to someone because they're infused with all of my awesome energy. I mean, some of them have some, you know, like there's a tarot deck in there that I'm like, oh, that was a time in my life. But, you know, I can talk to them about cleansing it and making it their own. But I have lovingly cared for all of these things, and I'm so excited that I actually have them and that I can make money from this. You know, this is my bliss fuel for the next chapter to get me back to my wings. I need this money as my wings so that I can go implement and integrate and bring forth the magic that I have as a coach, as a team player, as a woman in service, to be the beacon for providing hope and inspiration to anyone else out there that is just wanting something different, wanting a different life, to break free of the prescribed life. And you can do it. You can do it. You do not have to do it as drastically as I have done it. But I think somewhere deep down inside, you know that if you keep hanging on and trying to hang on by your white knuckles, whether you're drinking or not, but if you're hanging on by your white knuckles as a metaphor of your life, it's time to let go. And you got to let go of some things that are going to be, that were told to you, that are safe and accepting and following the rules and whatnot. And you don't have to go out and like have some crazy rebellious thing happen, but you can start honoring yourself and at least acknowledging that voice inside of you that is saying, let's do things a little bit differently. And it just, if it's a little bit differently, you'll feel that little difference and it will grow. You'll start to create bravery and courage within yourself, because each time you do something, and even when you do fuck up, because you will, you absolutely will, you're like, okay. I mean, there'll be times where you want to give up. You'll want to give up. You'll be like, oh, that was dumb. I hope nobody saw me do that. You know, just like a cat, you fell off the table and you didn't land on all fours. They always look around like, oh, did anybody see that? That's what we do. But then we then assume that everyone saw it, even if they didn't see it. And then we carry that around with us like, oh my God, I failed. And all my friends are going to think I'm crazy. And oh my God, I fucked up. And these people hate me. And that, oh my God, you know, it will happen. But I'm here to help. We, like, building a community of like, this takes a team. This is not a me game. This is a we game. We're all out here like, I'm just still swimming. Oh my God, what the fuck is happening to this world? And instead of just saying, what's happening? Oh my God, I can't believe what's happening. Just take charge. Take charge of what's happening. Because you do have agency, and you have agency and accountability over your own life. If you're not happy, you are the only one that can make any sort of changes to getting happy. And sometimes removing alcohol or removing yourself from toxic situations or substances, even if it's consciously for 15 minutes, like, I cannot be in this room with these people any longer, whatever, you know, go take care of yourself and then get back in the game and hustle that game until you can get back out into a timeout and rest and relax again. But know that you've got limits, right? Anyway, all right, this is delving into much more than I anticipated, but all right, cheers.